Well, hey guys, I just thought I'd do a quick little update video to let you all know what's going on with me and the channel and the things that are going on with my life. I just got back from a vacation, a little 3-day vacation. We went down to Lafayette, Indiana to go down with my mom, my sister, and my nephew just for 3 days, just to get out of town for a few days. We wound up going, my sister and I wound up going to the Subaru plant, which is the Subaru Indiana Automotive, which is the plant that makes the Subaru Legacy, the Outback, and the Subaru Tribeca. In 2016, they're going to be making the Impreza, and they also currently make the Toyota Camry LE. So it was a really cool plant tour. Rest of the trip was just kind of meh. Had some bad restaurant experiences, and the hotel really was kind of a disappointment. We went there because it was a water park hotel, an indoor water park, but for some reason they did not see fit to throw in free admission for the hotel guests. Instead, they did charge us $15 a person, which is absolutely, completely ridiculous. Which seems absolutely ridiculous considering what you got, which was the only thing for adults was a slide that went outside the hotel and then came back in, which was kind of cool. I went down it 8 times, but it was also a hot tub that was closed. I mean, there was actually water and bubbles in it. It was actually going, but there was a sign saying pool closed. So I don't know what that was about, but whatever. Actually, speaking of the Subaru Tribeca, I really did like it. I kind of, the thing is, when we went on the tour beforehand, in the lobby, they had a Legacy, they had a Outback, and they had a Tribeca out on the floor of the lobby, so that, you know, they were actually unlocked, so you can actually sit in them like you would if you went to the auto show. My sister didn't care particularly for the Tribeca because the third row seat, there's not a whole lot of room in it, and I'm not sure if you can actually fold down the seats and actually get some decent cargo room in there. I'll definitely have to check that out. But, you know, actually it was kind of a really nice vehicle. I mean, you know, if we ever decide to replace the Trailblazer, it's one thing to definitely look into, along with, of course, one of my personal favorites, which is the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Those of you may not know, my mom and I went on a trip to Savannah, Georgia earlier this year, and we rented a Jeep Grand Cherokee 2013. It was really nice, and I've got a short video of it on the channel. Just search 2013 Jeep Grand Cherokee on the search, or just type in Dave11686 2013 Jeep Grand Cherokee and you'll find it. Anyway, the only thing I don't like about the new ones is, well, a couple things. First of all, the split tailgate design that they had, where you can open up the rear glass independently from the rest of the tailgate, is gone. It is now a one-piece design, which I personally don't care for, because, like, the fact you can just open up the glass independently, but they changed it, so it's kind of dumb. The other thing I don't like about it is I don't really care for the gear shift. The gear shift is just one of those weird electronic little jobbies, like on the Toyota Prius, which, I mean, that's my concern, is, like, you know, how that's going to work. Also, the other thing I don't like about the new Grand Cherokee is the gauge display. It's got one of those, it's not actually real gauges, it's just gauges portrayed on a thin film transistor, or TFT. So it's just gauges portrayed on the screen, and the thing is, you can just move them around and do all kinds of cool things with them, but personally I would just prefer real, actual gauges that you can actually fix, or just have them fixed easily if there were an issue with them, but unfortunately you can't. So that's just my rant for right now. Wound up doing a little bit of shopping when I was down in Lafayette. I picked up some records. One of these days I'm going to do a video of the record collection that I have. So that was awesome. So I picked up some records. I also picked up a couple of video games. I kind of wish I had one of those capture devices for the Xbox 360, but the problem is I've looked at the ones compatible for Windows 8, which is the computer I use for my video editing, and they're like $150, so it's just, I can't justify that cost to myself to pick up a capture card, but I do have that little tabletop tripod that I'm considering using. The games that I picked up were Homefront, which is a kind of like a shooting type, military type game, and then I have Grand Theft Auto 4 currently, but I picked up the game that has the expansion. There's 2 expansion games to it. There's the Lost and the Damned, which is kind of like a motorcycle gang type thing, motorcycle gang type twist on Grand Theft Auto 4. And then there's also the Ballad of Gay Tony, which I think it's kind of like a Puerto Rican style gang thing. I don't know. That's the one I'm more interested in playing first. Because I mean, I've already played a lot of Grand Theft Auto 4, the original Grand Theft Auto 4, so I'm not going to bother playing it. I've seen a lot of playthrough on Lost in the Dam, so I might play it. I don't know. So let's see what happens there. I'm definitely excited about Grand Theft Auto 5 coming out. It's going to be coming out on September 17th. I actually heard that announcement yesterday in the mall in Lafayette when I went and picked up that Homefront game. So it'll be interesting. So right now, where am I sitting at as far as the channel is concerned? As far as video, speaking of games, Euro Truck, I'm gonna stop doing Euro Truck vids for a little while. I might bring some back later, just cause, you know, I've got a little bit of a surprise coming real soon as far as Euro Truck that I think you guys will like, those of you who enjoy watching my Euro Truck videos. That's awesome. But, you know, the thing about Euro Truck is that, like, there's no goal. You can just play it forever and ever and ever and ever if you like. So, I don't want to, like, put up, like, 200 Euro Truck videos. So, it's just me going back and forth and back and forth. But, you know, this new map does change things a little bit. So, yeah. That's where I'm sitting. I didn't get a chance to film anything on the trip except for those 2 videos I posted. One, the video of this elevator, and then the other video of me and my nephews, so that's awesome. I kind of want to get a new camera. I've been looking at, like, every chance I get at Walmart, I've been looking at their cameras. Kind of want to get a handy cam. I've heard some bad things about the autofocus, but I don't know. A couple people I know that own handy cams like them. Thinking of maybe taking a look at Best Buy, seeing what they have. But the other side of that coin is I really do like my Canon EasyShare M532, which is a very good camera. It served me well. Even gotten a little bit of scratches up on the front, and it really works well for what I use it to do. Because the other camera I have is a Fujifilm A170, and it's not a bad camera, but the big Achilles heel is the battery, and it uses just regular AA batteries. It does not have an internal battery pack, which is one of the main reasons I picked up this Kodak. So I'd like to try to have a Handycam style camera, but I'm not really sure about that. We'll see what happens. I may hold out until Christmas and pick up a camera and pick up a camera later. I don't know. See what happens. The cars. Our 2005 Chevy Trailblazer LT four-wheel drive that has a little over 104,000 miles on it right now. Like I said, we just did the run back and forth to Lafayette. And then the 2009 Chevy Chevy Silverado has 48,000 miles on it. I'm not looking to replace any of those anytime soon, but like I said, I do like that Subaru Tribeca or the Jeep Grand Cherokee. My sister is kind of looking at new wheels. She wants to see the minivan, so she's looking at the Dodge Caravan or the VW Routan. Yeah, I know the Routan and the Caravan are the same frickin' thing. I kind of do, however, as far as minivans go, I do like that Honda Odyssey with the Honda back. That's actually pretty cool. But, you know, as you probably know, minivans are pretty much a dying breed. The only thing you're getting in a minivan is you're either getting a Caravan, a Town and Country, which I think they're discontinuing the Town and Country. I'm not sure. They might be. The Nissan Quest, the Toyota Sienna, or the Honda Odyssey, and the aforementioned VW Routan. Which, you know, it's kind of a disappointment because my family had a couple vans back in the day. We had an Astro van and an Aerostar van, and they did serve us quite well. I mean, considering Ford's gotten out of the minivan market a few years ago when they launched the Flex, and then GM pretty much pulled out of the market because, you know, they used to have the Chevy Uplander, the Buick Terraza, the Pontiac Montana SV6, and the Saturn Relay. That's right, Saturn Relay. So yeah, computers are doing very well. My mom picked up a laptop a couple months ago from a friend of hers. She picked up a HP ProBook. I don't really want to go. I'm not gonna show you the computer. I mean, maybe I'll show a brief video of what it looks like, but I don't feel like showing you guys it because, you know, it's got some stuff on it. I'm not gonna sneak on other people's computers. But it's an HP ProBook. It's got Windows 7. It's got an i5 core processor, which is a lot better than the processors I have in my computers. So, lucky her. Acer, but yeah, like I said, the Acer computers are doing well. Of course, in the dreamland that I live in, I really do want a MacBook, but yeah, whatever. I've got other things I want to do. What I want to do I want to do as far as like I want to be able to move out with my parents at some point, but that's another story for another time. And other than that, life is going pretty well. I actually have next week off from work. Just having a little mini vacation. I kind of goofed up. I had initially booked for this Lafayette vacation the 13th, 14th, 15th off, and I kind of goofed up, and I don't know why it didn't cancel with my scheduling department at work because I do work remotely, but they thought I bumped it up to the 6th, 7th, 8th because the reason I bumped it up is because we thought my nephew was going to go back to school early and he didn't. But anyway, we bumped it up, and then he's not going back until next week. So what it's looking at right now, he's not going back until week after next one actually. So what's it looking at right now is I have to work Saturday. I'm going to the local zoo tomorrow with my mom and some friends of ours. I'm going to the local zoo. I'm going to work on Saturday. Sunday, just gonna go to church like usual. Monday, I'm going to Six Flags Great America, which is an amusement park near here. Tuesday, I gotta go to my sister's school. She teaches school and help her set up her classroom for the year. Wednesday off, Thursday off, Friday's my regular day off. Saturday, and then Saturday I have to work. Sunday, I do not have to work, and then it's back to the grind. But it's really super nice to get some days off, which is awesome. So yeah. So I know I've kind of rambled on for a little bit there, but I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Be sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.